everybody. Welcome to another episode of It's Cheaper Than Therapy podcast. I'm your host, Roland Kirsten, aka Ro Nice. And I got a couple of in-studio guests with me tonight. I have, to the left of me, I have my son, Jameer Jalen Davis, and I have my nephew, Rayshawn Drake. They are special guests with me in the house tonight, so it's been a while since y'all heard from me, but we're going to do it a little bit different tonight just to have a little bit fun. Talk about generational changes and growth and these kids these days and the music and what's important, what's not important. But so y'all introduce yourselves.
Hello, my name is Jameer Davis. I'm a second year in college, freshman in university, and that's pretty much it. I like anime, video games, Now
Alright.
I'm passing on to the next.
Don't be afraid. Talk up now.
My name's Rashawn. I'm 20. I'm about to go to college. I like video games, anime, music. I like a lot of things.
Okay. So these guys are my in-house guests tonight. This is their first time doing the podcast. They don't watch the couple on YouTube, but it ain't the same when they got the camera in your face and ready to roll.
Nah, for real.
So tonight, guys, we're gonna have a little talk about what's important to y'all kids' generation. Y'all whole different generation than my age and others like myself. So let's talk about what's important to y'all. What makes y'all click, and how do y'all enjoy being young men at this juncture in your life?
Let's see. I would say music, video games, anime. Let's see. What do you think?
Right now in my life, I'm really just focused on, I don't know, trying to better it, if that makes sense. I want to go to school. I got dreams and stuff, aspirations, just like every other generation.
I mean, that's good. You got dreams and aspirations. So, yeah, I say y'all like anime. So, and I'm kind of old school cartoon aficionado. Thundercats, Transformers, Ninja Turtles, and a lot of those did start out as animes. And I've been watching some of these new animes. What's the purpose of them? Like, are they enjoyable? I mean, what do y'all get out of them?
We get a lot of things out of like an anime. You get like morals, themes, like life situations. You know what I'm saying? It's for enjoyment. You could connect with people around the world with your different anime. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I feel like it's really just like Japanese cartoons, kind of like American cartoons, but just Japanese and in a more Asian way, if that makes sense. Like they have different tropes than American cartoons.
I mean, I've seen a couple. They tend to be a little bit gory and violent and a little dark at times. Do y'all ever wonder that would mess with y'all sense of entertainment, that they're so dark and so warped at times?
No, I don't think so. For me personally.
I don't think so. I feel like even American entertainment has stuff like that. So
yeah, your favorite books, your favorite TV shows, your favorite movies.
It really just depends on like the viewer.
Yeah,
take it like that to me.
So pretty much, with y'all in college, about to go to college, so y'all enjoy animes, video games. Even myself at 46 years old, I still do play video games, even though I'm not always allowed to, quote unquote. But I mean, so what type of video games are you guys into at this age? I know we had Madden, we had Super Nintendos and Segas and Madden and things of that nature. So what are y'all into video game wise now?
We still interested into the 2K, the Maddens,
Yeah.
But I'm trying to expand my horizon on stuff, like try more story games, like turn-based video games.
Now I'm put y'all a little bit on the spot since we talking about video games. So how do y'all manage y'all time between college, anime, video games, and girlfriends?
Okay. The thing with that, I'll say I like well, if I'm doing like if I got schoolwork, I try to hurry up and do the schoolwork so I can get on game because I don't want to worry about it. I don't want to worry about the homework later on. Do the video games.
Me, personally, I don't have a girlfriend yet, so I don't have to manage time with that. In video games, I ain't even been on that lately, and that is one thing I've been thinking about. Is like I feel like my attention span is a little fried.
Why is your attention span fried? Y'all are young. Y'all brain should be at peak optimal levels to keep up with all the things that you got going on.
I'm not gonna hold you. Social media probably ruined that for a lot of kids in this generation. Like TikTok with just swiping with the dopamine.
Yeah.
So
I think that definitely plays a big part into it.
How do y'all feel like social media has affected your lives and affected the way y'all navigate through life as a whole?
I feel like social media does. It's like a good and a bad. Like you can learn anything you want right now on the internet. Learn how to run a business or just do anything. But it also has a lot of bad too. Like a lot of negatives. Like that could definitely affect you.
Well, what do you mean? What do you classify in your generation? Because in my generation, we got internet now, but we didn't have it in an abundance. We didn't have social media as an abundance that you guys have. So what do you feel like are some of the negative impacts on what that social media has on your current generation?
I feel like that people don't know how to make their own opinions nowadays. I'm not gonna lie. I probably do this. I think I do the same thing too. But I think people need to make their own opinions instead of listening to people on the internet.
And I feel like this is a personal thing I just noticed on the internet that just makes me mad. It's like it's a lot of glaze nowadays and a lot of hate. There's no in between. Like no one has a objective opinion or a middle ground. It's all just like, yeah, I either love this dude or I hate this dude.
So what are you talking about glazing in terms of what?
Oh, glazing? Okay, you know what glazing is, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's what we call hyping up or I don't want to, I can say it like, y'all grown, what we call dick riding.
Yeah, I wanted to say that.
So how is somebody glazed? I mean, everybody with y'all, everything's being accessed by the internet. Everyone can see it from all sides. So how does y'all classify somebody being glazed when all the information, positive and negative, the good and the bad of the person you're talking about, is available for everyone to see?
So, all right, explain it to me again.
When someone glaze or AKA dick rides, it's because they only see one side of the story. But now the internet shows the good and the bad of that person, that individual, the situation. Okay. So how can you glaze if you see both sides? Generally, glazing is only when you seeing from one side of the perspective.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I feel like people like choose the glaze. Like they could see the bad in the situation or the person, but they just choose to ignore that and like just glaze the person. Or I'm trying to
like for example, LeBron James.
LeBron James, he is very glazed.
Why is LeBron James glazed? Explain that to me.
Okay. Like
LeBron, like I feel like LeBron is glazed is just he is a great basketball player, obviously one of the greatest of all time. But he's glazed because he's been glazed before the internet too, by the way. Like
why?
Before the internet got big.
Why?
Explain
why.
I don't know why. I don't know why people glaze LeBron the way they do.
I don't know.
It's crazy to me.
No, nobody. The problem is it's not that he's glazed. It's just that have you seen anything negative about LeBron?
No, but LeBron is just one. I think they.
But it feel like they like if LeBron do good, they glazing. But if he do bad, they'll ignore the bad.
But what bad has he done?
Like, basketball wise, if you drop 0 points, they gonna ignore him dropping 0 points. They're like, oh, that's AI or something like that.
Who does that? Like, but that's facts because his stats are his stats. So you can't glaze something that's, if he had 0 points, it's gonna be on every media outlet that he had 0 points.
Okay.
But people on like that, people that glaze LeBron, they gonna ignore that.
No, nobody ignores that. It's just the problem with y'all feel like it's glazed, and I can speak from the standpoint of I watch basketball in multiple different eras. They make it seem like because he's a bad game, it's only because he's the only player that threatens Jordan's legacy. And I'm a Jordan fan.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan done went from 3 for 19 from the floor before. He done had a bad game, but that's where you don't see. But again, this is not a debate about LeBron versus Jordan. This is about what is social media impacted y'all life. I can say how it's affected mine. I use social media for entertainment.
Yes.
I use it for my real estate business. I use it to grow that. So everybody has their reasons why to use it. So y'all being a whole different subset of generation and being different, y'all can see all sides of it because everybody's getting different angles for a particular topic, person, thing, and situation. So that's what I'm saying. Like, how do y'all separate yourself and stay objective in when y'all feel like somebody's being glazed or being overhyped?
How do I don't really know, like, cause I just have to step away from it, if that makes sense. Like, I shouldn't let it, affect me.
Because
being glazed.
We had our first taste of social media in my generation was MySpace.
Yeah.
Facebook wiped out MySpace. Then you got Instagram, you got TikTok, you got Snapchat. You got so many different versions now. How do y'all go on and discern what is real and fake? How do y'all absorb social media and decide, well, this is real, this is fake, this is,
Okay. I think you just gotta step away from the internet and be around people in real life to discern, real from fake from the internet.
Yeah, but
go ahead. I feel like the internet creates, like, how do I put it in words? Like a floss. I don't know what I'm looking for. Like, almost like a false reality. Like, at 20, I feel like because of the internet, I should be in a whole different place, like rich or whatnot. Because you see on the internet, like, you see a lot of people that are rich and doing these big things, content-wise, or flexing on social media, and that can sometimes affect me. I be like,
I mean, I do agree. Like, I see a lot of things on social media, like, people get a lot of likes and a lot of hits off stupidity and stuff that are not, and to each his own. Everybody got the right to do things that they want to do, but they're not based on positivity or promoting growth and expansion of our people. So, how do y'all feel? Let's kind of diverge social media off. How do y'all feel about how the way musicians have used social media to further their music and their fame?
I think it's like good and bad. It's interesting to me.
It got the good and the bad to it.
That's really the internet. Like, it's good and the bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So, with that being in, how do you feel like y'all generation handle social media as opposed to the previous generation?
I feel like I don't even know, because y'all didn't really have the internet the way we had the internet. Like, y'all had it, but right now it's like the big boom of the internet. Like,
yeah, we abusing the internet to get
everything
famous.
is the internet. You could do anything on there.
But I mean, you take like YouTube channels like myself. You take guys who play video games. I mean, even now, T-Pain has pretty much said that he stopped doing music because he makes $60,000 an hour playing games online.
Right.
So he's more of my generation. So the boom in the internet has its benefits for y'all generation as well as mine.
Yeah.
But I feel like y'all have become so engulfed by it, what else do y'all do?
And see, that's where I don't know, because I feel like this generation, this is what we do, I guess. Like,
So y'all just sit on the internet?
no,
and do
not
much-
not
That's
sit on the internet.
That's what you said.
No, I'm saying like the internet is like a part of our culture. It's just-
Yeah.
a lot of things is just gonna revolve around the internet nowadays.
So, if that's the case, how do y'all feel about the internet and some of the buffoonery that takes place? I mean, with that unlimited resource,
Yeah.
don't you think it should be used to promote positive things, growth, instead of some of the buffoonery? It's all right to get some kind of entertainment from it, and it's okay to watch some of the people do some of the funny things, but I'm talking the showing of the fight and the downright stupid stuff that's done on the internet.
Okay. I think that's just always going to be a part of it, because there's just stupid people in the world. Unfortunately, not like that, but it's just people. You're just always going to see that stuff on the internet because everyone has access to the internet, and crazy people have access to the internet.
Okay.
So
That,
I feel like it's no way getting around that.
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So, what are y'all two specifically gonna use the internet for to further your lives?
I would say maybe. Well, I'm majoring in computer science, so I could probably post like videos of my work on the internet and see if a job will try to hire me and set me up for an interview. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
For me, it would be more so like learning stuff on the internet. I feel like you could just learn anything, like really anything from the internet.
That's also true. That's also true.
So, do y'all feel like going through high school? Do y'all feel like high school prepared y'all for the corporate world or the world y'all about to enter in, whether it be college, job, whatever?
No.
Not really.
Not
probably
really.
probably a certain teacher I had, just one. Not really all of them though, but no.
So,
Yeah.
what do y'all think is missing from the current high school curriculum to help y'all generation or the generation behind y'all grow and be smarter individuals and be more prepared for the world that's at hand?
Well, I know from my old high school guy, from my brothers and sisters, they saying they starting to do like college readiness stuff to get you ready for college, like, or start you ahead, well, before you get to college, like in high school. So
I mean, they had what in high school, and I went to high school in the 90s. We had what we call college prep, so you took college level courses in high school. But I mean, what are they really doing? Like, I have understand that they have taken writing in cursive out of high school curriculum.
yeah,
I feel like we just need more teachers that care.
yeah,
Like,
that too. That is true.
more teachers that are serious about the children's education. And I feel like it's on the students too, because I'm not gonna lie, speaking from experience, everyone in high school was cheating. We was all using our phones, like Chat GPT, all that.
Not gonna lie, I indulged in it too.
And I was doing it too. I can't even lie.
Then how did y'all learn anything if y'all were using Chat GPT and y'all phones all the time?
But sometimes the teachers make it feel like it's more interesting to learn it instead of just cheating it all the way through.
I mean, learning in itself is supposed to be
And
interesting.
I feel like it's also a teacher thing, because I feel like all the teachers knew we was cheating, but just turned a blind eye. Like, there's no way they didn't see everyone at least going on their phones, going on their Chromebooks, looking up stuff. Like, we was really blatantly doing that stuff. So I feel like they just don't care.
Okay.
And that's probably going to be...
That makes a lot of
downfall.
sense. So, as y'all navigating through college, what are y'all end goals? What are y'all end games?
You want to go first?
Like, what you mean by end? Like, what you mean by end game?
What's your end game? Because college ain't forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, y'all are about to transform and merge into real adult life in the next couple of years, what's your end game?
See me, I don't want to work the rest of my life. I know that for sure. I don't know. I see my granddad like retire at a late age, and I just don't. I can't see myself living like that. I don't want to live like that. I will eventually want to have my own business or something. You know, something of that sort. I know that's one of the goals of the end game. End game for me.
Okay.
To retire.
Jay?
I don't know. I really don't have no clue. Like,
I mean,
I feel like
y'all got time to figure it out, but what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is prepare yourself for what's coming, because you know, life is gonna life.
yeah.
So I mean, and I don't want y'all to feel like, and this is for y'all generation whole, social media has kind of spoiled y'all, made everything kind of easy. YouTube, Google has made everything kind of easy, but you want to have that knowledge absorbed for your own personal reason, because you can't always use Google or YouTube. So I mean, what are your aspirations? I understand you say you don't want to work forever and you want to own your own business. What does that look like for you, for each one of y'all?
Right now, since I'm going to school for HVAC and electricity, hopefully my own HVAC company or a truck.
Okay, that's cool. Jay?
Also, I just want for computer science. I just want a good like I want something. I want to make video games. I want a good job that could change like video games, because I feel like video games now, you know, I want to put the love back in the game. You know what I'm saying?
So
I got one more. And I also got another one, like a real honest answer is like, I feel like everybody in the generation want to do that too, but possibly streaming.
Okay, so let's tie that back into, what do y'all feel like video games, streaming, the internet, how do you feel that has affected your generation's mental health?
We're a little cooked.
Yeah, horrible. Attention span.
Elaborate. You gotta elaborate.
Attention spans cooked. Everyone wants to be screamers. Probably not possible for everyone.
Yeah, some people might not make it.
It's really a lot.
Really
a lot.
Sitting through those 7-hour screens, you know, just doing nothing. I don't see how people do that. Not gonna lie.
Okay. So how's it affected y'all personally, mentally?
Like, I definitely did feel like my dream of wanting to be a screamer or whatever. It feels like unrealistic, if that makes sense.
Why is that unrealistic? Explain that.
Cause like people like being a bitch screamer, like cussing out, I feel like it's really rare, and you gotta put in like a obscene amount of time.
I mean,
with like no gain before it can actually happen.
Not
and it's
necessarily.
not even a chance.
It's about your content.
That
so,
too.
with you wanting to go to school for HVAC and electrician, that could be your content once you graduate. You can do how-to videos. Like, you don't necessarily have to make it what everybody else wants to be. You don't want to be the goofy content creator just to get likes, and you realize that there are a lot of people on YouTube and Google that make how-to videos that gets, you know, thousands of hits because people want to learn that stuff. So you don't have to do the goofy content, and you don't have to make millions of dollars, you know, and still enjoy what you're doing and streaming your content. So it doesn't mean that you can't stream and can't deliver content, but yeah, of course, the goofy content is what everybody absorbs now. But
everyone loves that.
Yeah.
So you can make content about coding and computer science and computer repair, like that how-to stuff. Now, you don't want to make too much content and put yourself out of business at the same time, but you could do those things and appeal to a certain audience, or you can you can do subscriptions and make people pay you for classes to learn how to do certain things. So I mean, you're not stuck amongst that. So just don't think you can't do it, but the biggest thing is focus on doing what you want to do first. I mean, y'all giving a lot to talk about. So let's shift a little. Like I said, with this being a generational gap show.
Oh yeah, I do have a question for you.
Okay, spit.
How do you feel about our generation's music?
Y'all generation music is, from my perspective, and I'm gonna say that I have to say this clearly. From my perspective, it's horrible. It's no content. It's no real message.
Yeah.
Everybody raps the same, sounds the same, and does the same. Now, not saying there aren't some new generational people that I do listen to, but 90% of it is watered down because everybody's doing the same thing just to make money. If you're a true artist with your content musically, money is not the greatest motivator. So when we have these conversations about rap, some of the greatest rappers are not the most famous. Yeah. KRS-One, one of the greatest rappers, not the most famous. Jadakiss, one of the greatest rappers, not the most famous, because they have content. They have something to say. All y'all talk about is, I gotta be mindful because this is YouTube. All y'all talk about is drug abuse, and a little bit more drug abuse. And a couple of y'all rappers try to have a positive message, but you can't have one positive song for radio play and then your other 13, 14 are straight trash. It's not balanced enough. You got to balance out your music. So, in my perspective, y'all music today is just pure, unadulterated trash, unfortunately. But that's my perspective because I come from a different time frame. So, what do y'all think about y'all music?
I feel like we have like more variety nowadays.
I was about to say the same thing too.
Yeah. I think like you can, if you wanted to, you can go out there and find the lyrical, the positive rappers, all that. But nowadays we could go out and find a rapper that would, turn us up, you get hype. It's not all like the music is not all the same. I feel like back then, y'all generation.
No, we have variety. Like we had our lyrical rappers,
okay,
but then we had our crunk rappers. We had Lil Jon, the Eastside Boys, to get us crunk and ready to go. But we had our Jadakisses, our Nas's, our KRS-Ones, our Eric B and Rakim to give us substance. So it was a mixed bag. Even back in the day, we had our Run DMC that keep you hype. You had your LL Cool J's, and we kept it mixture. Even our female rappers you had Queen Latifah that spit positive messages. Now, of course, we had our Lil Kim that spawns y'all Sexy Reds and Lottos, but Lil Kim and Foxy Brown did it first. But they also had lyrical content. But now it's just so blown out of proportion, it's ridiculous. So I mean, I feel like because y'all artists and social media combined, they reach the masses at a higher level. The message should be a little bit more positive and a little less derogatory. Like our messages had derogatory and negative connotations, but one, we couldn't absorb that music at the level y'all did. We had to go into a store, buy a CD. If we weren't 17, if it was rated NC-17 rated R, if we weren't old enough, we couldn't buy the CD. There's no CD for y'all. Y'all access it on YouTube. Every which way y'all can get it so much easier. So our message, even though we had derogatory things, it was harder to obtain and absorb.
Yeah. So you're saying like the way we stream music is it's easier to mess with our brain now because we could really just play it anytime, anywhere.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like I couldn't, like I said, at 13, 14, I had to listen to radio versions, or I couldn't necessarily talk my parents into buying me a CD that says parental advisory on it. You know, it was hard pressed to go to FYE or Best Buy or Circuit City and buy this CD. They're gonna be like, well, we need to see your ID. Where's your parent at? Even with certain video games, if your parent wasn't present, you wasn't buying it. You couldn't absorb that content.
Mm-hmm.
Now that y'all have YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, y'all can absorb that content without any parental guidance.
I think the parents should watch their kids.
Yeah, you do have stuff like what's it called on your phone where your parents can like control what you watch and do.
I agree, but that doesn't always happen. And then
that is true. I think that's
y'all also have y'all friends. Your parent may control it, but you have access to your friend's phone, friend's tablet, when their parents may not control it. So you're gonna absorb it at a higher rate. Even if I control what you listen to, your friend may not have no parameter to control what they listen to, and you absorb that through them. So it's difficult.
Okay, I can see your point there.
Yeah,
I can see your point.
So,
I still feel like, I don't know. I still feel like though, our generation music is not as bad as the older generations trying to say.
I mean, like I said, all of it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's just, I must say, if I had to put a percentage on it, I'd say 80% of y'all music now is trash.
I think it just evolved.
All y'all female rappers rap the same stuff. There's no diversity in what they say. All y'all male rappers rap the same stuff. It's no diversity.
Now, I think that's what you're just being shown though, because we have so much it's so much music like.
You hear it, but you don't open to your eyes to hear other rappers in our game.
Yeah, like we got a lot of stuff.
I listen because it's always on the radio. It's always on the Instagram videos. I hear it at a high level, but that's the thing about my generation. Because I hear it at a high level, I really, really listen to see what they're saying. Like, so that's why y'all always say y'all get on me because I like the baby. The reason why I like the baby and not Lil Baby, I really, every time I hear the baby, I listen. I don't just bump to the beat. I listen to his lyrics, his words. And that's why I like him as opposed to several other rappers. Like, I like Lucas Joyner. I listen to him, what he has to say. Like, that's the biggest thing for me. Like, now if I want to just party out, yeah, I got my Lil Jon, Eastside Boys. Or if I'm out in the club and a certain Lil Baby song might come on, I might bob to it. But it's not like, but I'm not gonna YouTube that or Apple Play that in my car for longest period of time because it's not great.
But I feel like you don't try to find people in that generation that be lyrical.
You know? Like you don't go out. Well, yeah, because you really only listen to the radio and stuff like that. And maybe you come across the
like you gonna hear the TikTok songs.
That stuff. But if you actually went out and like searched up and looked for our lyrical rappers, you'll be surprised.
But that's the thing. If I hear something that's being linked to an Instagram video, I'll just like, all right, well, let me listen. Like, one of my friends at work, he tried to turn me on to somebody named Big Moochie Grape.
I never heard of him.
So
I don't know who that is.
He either signed under Yo Gotti or Gucci Man, one of them, and he's 30 years old, so he's a different generation than I am. But I think one night I went out and I was like, yeah, I went to the club and this guy, Big Moochie Grape, was there. He was supposed to be performing. He about lost his mind. Damn, you ain't tell me Big Moochie Grape. I'm like, well, who the hell is that?
I mean, we don't know who that is. We don't.
So, it's just definitely a different generation. Like, you know how we talked about the anime.
Yeah.
Like I watch, I I like Dragon Ball Z.
Mm-hmm.
I watch a little bit of the Last Airbender, but I can't get into some of that stuff. Unfortunately, that some of that anime can tend to be demonic that y'all watch. What's the one y'all tell me about? The book, the black book is talking to the guy, and
Death Note.
yeah, like
And
it's an evil book making a guy do stuff.
but that is a theme. It's a theme in that too. It got some morals in that too.
I understand that.
And
but
America has that type of like stuff too.
what?
America has that type of stuff too.
No, I'm not just saying it's not about an American or Japanese thing. I'm talking about just a cartoon thing.
Well,
in
yeah,
general.
cartoons too.
Like there was nothing about the Autobots or G.I. Joe where a book was telling them to go out and murk people.
I mean, I don't think anime do that either.
What's the
no, the
possessed
dude,
book? What is it telling him to do?
it's not telling him to kill people. He's killing people on his own.
Yeah,
he's
like
writing down.
it's like it's like a thing like once you give a human power, they'll not.
Yeah, that's what it's
themselves.
really. It's like
But
him.
what is the book doing? And I know I done seen one where the book is talking to him.
No. Well, I think the person that made the book is like a Shinigami thing.
Yeah, he's a demon.
Yeah.
But
But in the demon trapped inside the book or something like that.
No.
See,
Like he just writes the name inside the book.
Yeah.
And the book, but like, it kills people like that.
Yeah.
Like they have a heart attack, or the way he describes how he wants their death.
But that's what I'm saying. And I noticed that is something that even I even see it a lot more females are getting into anime, but they watch it from a different side. Maybe like your Powerpuff Girls or Attack on Titan, whatever it's called. So I just it's beyond me. I'm a little more old school, so unfortunately that's just where it's gonna be. But I like Dragon Ball Z. I watched a little bit of that. But it gotta stand out to me. And I know I see y'all watch all the time. I just try not to indulge because I don't say it don't go over my head. It's just it gotta pique my interest, and I see it piques y'all interest. So I guess, like I said, it's one of them generational things.
I feel like you'll like Attack on Titan. Everyone loves that.
I've seen a little bit because my niece watched it. I've seen a little bit, but it's just it's a little weird to me, so I can't just really fully engulf myself into it. So
I'll get that.
But
I was like that at one point.
So it was definitely, so we're gonna kind of wrap this up. We've been rambling on about 40 minutes, but so to close out, tell me, what do y'all think about, and be mindful with your words on YouTube. What do y'all think about what's going on out here with the world, the economy? How do y'all feel? How that feel is gonna affect y'all generation?
Hey, I feel like it's bad, bro. Like with that Trump and bombing the.
Just say things like the president. Try not to.
I feel like we're cooked. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like we're cooked. I don't even want to imagine what 50 years is like. I don't know.
So what do you think y'all generation could do to improve and make things better?
Vote.
Yeah, vote. Stuff like that. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe it's like, I don't know. You call me a pessimist or whatever. I don't see anything just getting better. I just feel like with the way things is, it's just always trending down. But that could be just me. Maybe I'll change that opinion. But right now, I just see things just only getting worse, especially with AI and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the internet is just only going to get
Advanced,
better and be more advanced.
Okay. Well, that was good. That's good. I'm glad to hear y'all are more involved in what's going on out there, because that's always been told to y'all generation. Y'all have no sense of involvement of what's going on in the world around y'all. But
I feel like we do, but we're just like not serious. No one in our generation is serious for real.
Yeah, we make jokes out of every little thing.
Anything could just be made a joke out of.
And I agree, because I do it myself, but it's I do it because if you don't, with so much stress and negativity in the world, it can affect that's what we talking about mental health. It can affect your mental health.
Yeah.
So guys, we're gonna wrap this up. Give me your opinions on the NBA Finals. Game 7 is going on right now. The last time I checked, OKC is up 56-51. Do y'all feel like this new generation of players is going to carry the NBA with LeBron about to retire soon?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, but I don't know. It won't hit the same without LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree. I feel like, yeah, with the old stars retiring soon, probably like Curry, KD, LeBron, them gonna be gone soon. I feel like we still in good hands at least because it's a lot of good basketball. I still feel like basketball is good. Like,
well, KD just got traded to Houston, so
yeah.
But you know, it happened when Jordan retired in 03. The good thing that happened when Jordan retired, LeBron was right there. Jordan retired in 02, LeBron came in 03, so that kept the spotlight. But the problem now is
I don't feel like nobody could be the next LeBron.
Who's gonna take over? That's why the whole talk
the
of
San Antonio Spurs has a Wemby.
But that's the whole talk of who's the face of the NBA. You know, it's supposed to be South Carolina grown Ja Morant, but he like to pull them pistols out, so that is what it is. You Wembanyama, which
Anthony Edwards could be.
Anthony Edwards could be it.
He could be it.
He could be, but he's not ready. Like it takes a mental toughness.
I agree,
and that's where y'all generation don't understand. Like to step up, like to take that. That's a lot of pressure. That's why when we talk about LeBron James, like it's not glazing to watch an 18-year-old come fresh out of high school, be pitted up against. And you see the videos of his teammates like, oh, I don't think this high school player. When he got drafted, his teammates were talking trash about him. And they talking about he ride their coattail. And, like, it's tough. It's a mental drain. And and now everybody just wants their money.
Okay, to counteract your point, I feel like we do have that mental toughness because, well, Jason Tatum, he's a youngin'. He won the championship last year. The new finals right now. They're all young. And I feel like, hear me out, I feel like we got just as much pressure with social media. Every night, somebody drops a bad game, Twitter, they're on their head.
But that's not, but see, that's the whole point of why LeBron and Stephen A went at it, because LeBron told them, well, why y'all focusing on me every day?
Yeah.
We got all these stars coming up to carry the game. So when I'm gone, why y'all not focusing on them? And Gilbert Arenas, when he was on First Take, he said the same thing. Y'all focus on LeBron every single night, day in, day out, while these other stars are doing amazing things. Now the NBA Finals has had the lowest ratings since 1980 something.
Yeah,
because of the sports coverage. So that's why I said, and I feel like they don't feel like your generation, because they're getting paid absorbent amount of money, that they don't take it serious enough to bear that burden to be the new face of the NBA.
I agree. I agree, but I think it's more of just like a NBA thing. I don't feel like the NFL does. Like NFL, they embrace their young talent. Like Mahomes. They talk about Mahomes, he's young all the time. Lamar. It's just the NBA. I don't know why they cover things like that. It's weird.
I mean, it's the same thing. It's about money.
Yeah.
When they talk about LeBron, people watch. That they already said the dip in the finals, in the playoff, when the Lakers got eliminated, the viewership went down in the playoffs. That's the first round. Because all they talk about is LeBron, they don't want to talk about nothing else, so nobody pays attention to anything else. So, I mean, that's why I said it's good, bad, and indifferent. You guys have given a great perspective. We are going to wrap this up because we've been rambling about 45 minutes. I want to thank you guys again. This is my son, Jameer Jalen. This is my nephew, Rayshawn Drake. They have been up here enjoying my food and my time.
Good food. Yeah.
So, enjoying life with me up here. Hopefully we'll do this again with them. Any final words on the way out, guys?
Stay positive.
Yep. Stay positive.
Limit your time on the internet.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right,
Get
this
some
is from the new generation. You guys enjoy, and hopefully we'll do this again. I'm gonna try to have them back on more frequently because they got good viewpoints. They're highly intelligent young men, so you guys take care of each other out there and take care of yourself. And you guys have a good night.
All right.
All right. And rough here.
No, we're not.
Leave that in.